Hello, I'm Ed Duke, and in this videotape, we're going to take a look at the 1991 Eagle passenger car and Jeep product lineup. Now, this program has been developed to provide you, the service technician or service department employee, with an overview of the vehicles and vehicle systems that you'll be servicing in the coming model year. Now, in the first section of this program, we'll take a look at the entire lineup of Jeep Eagle vehicles. We'll highlight styling and design changes and briefly cover some of the engineering changes. And in the second half of the videotape, we'll take a closer look at new major components and systems for both Jeep and Eagle, and we'll highlight some of the technical features in these areas. You know, as a service professional, you play an important role in maintaining customer satisfaction and customer loyalty. Your dedication to quality service is a key to the future success of your dealership and of Chrysler Motors. So remember that satisfied service customers become loyal customers. To help you be the best in service technology, Chrysler Motors Service and Parts Operations strives to provide you with the very best in service training, technical manuals, and timely product information. Now, once again, we hope that this videotape and the collateral 1991 New Model Highlights reference book provided to your dealership will help better prepare you for your job. In the coming model year, Chrysler's continuing product improvement process will provide more refinements with expanded designs and engineering innovations, as well as technical improvements that will ensure a competitive posture in the rapidly changing worldwide automotive industry. In the Eagle passenger car lineup, the sophisticated mid-size Premier, with its international styling and precise European-type performance, will once again take a leading role in advancing the Eagle name. For 1991, the Premier will be available in 3 models: a Premier LX, a Premier ES, and a Premier ES Limited. Exterior styling changes include a new grille and front fascia, and new taillights and rear fascia. Dual heated power remote control outside mirrors will be standard on all models of Premier. The heated mirrors will operate whenever the rear window defogger is on. Inside, the Premier will have a new full-width knee bolster constructed in a high-strength unidirectional glass fiber reinforced material, and the seats will feature new styling and fabric coverings. Interior road, wind, and engine noise have been considerably reduced through numerous improvements in seals, liners, silencer pads, and engineering improvements. Ride and handling has been improved through the use of new dual-path upper strut mounts, which block the transmission of road noise and harshness to the passenger compartment. And the rear suspension shock absorber valving has been revised to be consistent with new front suspension tuning. 4-wheel anti-lock brakes will also be optional on Premier models equipped with a 4-wheel disc brake system. All Premier models will come standard with the PRV 3-liter MPI V6 and a 4-speed automatic transaxle with overdrive. Improvements to the engine and drivetrain will be described later in this program. The popular sporty Eagle Talon will again be available in 3 models for 1991. The base front-wheel drive Talon, the front-wheel drive Talon TSI, and the all-wheel drive Talon TSI. The base Talon will come standard with a 135 horsepower, 2-liter dual overhead cam engine that develops 125 foot-pounds of torque at 5,000 RPM, and a 5-speed manual transaxle. The TSI models will be equipped with a 190 horsepower turbocharged version of the same engine that develops 203 foot-pounds of torque at 5,000 RPM. The TSI models will also be equipped with a 5-speed manual transaxle. All Talon models will have the option of a 4-speed automatic transaxle for 1991. Both TSI models will also be available with an optional security alarm system this year. Inside, all Talon models will be available with an optional 6-speaker system for the AM/FM cassette radio. And all models will have the option of a compact disc player with a Chrysler Infinity 1 or 2 audio systems. A new interior feature will be a split rear fold-down seat for improved luggage and cargo capacity. Four-wheel anti-lock brakes are available for all Talon models in conjunction with four-wheel disc brake systems. For 1991, the Eagle's Summit lineup will include a base Summit and a Summit ES model. The Summit ES replaces the 1990 LX model and features a monochromatic styling treatment. Summit will also be available in a new three-door hatchback model for 1991. New interior features include low-back bucket seats with full face cloth on base Summit models, and luxury bucket seats with full-face velour and driver's side height control on the Summit ES model. All Summit models will have a split folding rear seat with a center armrest, and all models will have new seating and door trim fabrics for 1991. A new 92 horsepower, 12-valve, 1.5-liter MPI engine will be standard on Summit models this year. The new engine develops 93 foot-pounds of torque at 3,000 RPM. Both Summit and Summit ES will come standard with a 5-speed manual transaxle, and both will be available with an optional 4-speed automatic. In the Jeep family of vehicles, the gold standard of security in the luxury sport utility market is still held by the Grand Wagoneer. The Grand Wagoneer's blend of luxury and utility has not only endured the test of time, but has also resulted in a very loyal buyer group. For 1991, the Grand Wagoneer will carry over styling and engineering features from 1990, but will be offered in 5 new exterior colors and 1 new interior trim color. Versatile and distinctive, the classic passenger car alternative Jeep Cherokee will be offered in several models in 1991. The base Cherokee will be available in 2- and 4-door 2-wheel drive models and also 2- and 4-door 4-wheel drive. The Laredo will be available in a 4-door 2-wheel drive model and in 2- and 4-door 4-wheel drive models. The Cherokee Limited will be available in a 4-door 4-wheel drive model, and 2 new models will be added to the Cherokee lineup, a 4-door 4-wheel drive Cherokee Sport and a 4-door 4-wheel drive Briarwood model. The Briarwood is a luxury level edition which features full leather seating and a teak wood grain exterior treatment. Cherokee models equipped with power door locks, keyless entry, and illuminated entry will also be available with an optional factory-installed theft alarm system. 4-door Cherokee models will be equipped with rear door child protection locks, which use a lever mounted in the shut face of each rear door. Cherokee models will be available with 1 of 2 engines, depending on the model and option package chosen. A 2.5-liter multi-point injection high-output 4-cylinder engine, or a 4-liter multi-point injection high-output inline 6-cylinder engine. The Jeep Comanche pickup lineup will include a base Comanche, a sport truck, a Pioneer short bed, a Pioneer long bed, and an Eliminator model. For 1991, Comanche models will be available in 5 new exterior colors. Depending on the model and option package, Comanche models will also be available with either the 2.5-liter MPI high-output 4-cylinder engine or the 4-liter MPI high-output 6-cylinder engine. The 1991 Jeep Wrangler model lineup will include a base Wrangler, a Wrangler S, an Islander model, the Sahara model, and a new Wrangler Renegade model. The Renegade will feature new styling treatments that give a wider, lower appearance stance. Styling changes will include revised fender, body side sill, and bumper fascia contours to provide a more rounded exterior look. The Renegade will also feature standard off-road tires and 15 by 8-inch styled alloy wheels. On all Wrangler models, the exterior mirrors have been revised for improved visibility. This applies to both hard and soft top models. Wrangler interior changes feature new front seats for 1991. The new seats have wider cushion and backrest pads with contours for better lower back and thigh support. The driver's seat is mounted on a fixed riser with forward movement and a folding seat back. And the passenger seat is mounted on a riser which allows forward movement and forward tilt for access to the rear seat. Also, on all models except the Wrangler S, the driver and passenger side backrests are equipped with recliners for 1991. To accommodate the wider front seats, a new console is available for Wrangler models. A new Wrangler speaker soundbar will feature a padded steel housing with two 4-inch audio speakers mounted on the transverse portion of the sport bar and sidebars above and behind the front seats. Depending on model and option availability, Wrangler models will be equipped with either a 2.5-liter MPI high-output 4-cylinder engine or a 4-liter MPI high-output 6-cylinder engine. Well, this concludes our look at the 1991 Jeep Eagle model lineup. The second half of this program will detail new technical and engineering changes and features as they apply to all of the 1991 Jeep Eagle models. Now, engine refinements for 1991 are found on both the 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine and the 4-liter 6-cylinder engine used in Jeep Cherokee, Comanche, and Wrangler models. The 2.5-liter engine has been improved with the addition of a sequential multi-point fuel injection system. With MPI, the engine now has 128 horsepower at 5,250 RPMs and generates 147 foot-pounds of torque at 3,000 RPMs on Cherokee and Comanche models. For Wrangler models, the horsepower has been increased to 126 and the torque is now 148 foot-pounds. New component features include a cylinder head with modified intake and exhaust ports, an intake manifold with larger, longer runners, a progressive throttle body with a 52mm bore, an aluminum valve cover with a new crankcase ventilation system, a plastic trough for fuel injector wires, a serpentine accessory drive belt for Wrangler models, a new spark plug wire harness, and the elimination of the EGR system. The 4-liter 6-cylinder engine will also be improved with sequential multi-point fuel injection. On Cherokee and Comanche models, the engine will have 190 horsepower at 4,750 RPMs and generate 225 foot-pounds of torque at 4,000 RPMs. On Wrangler models, the horsepower will be increased to 180 and the torque will be 220 foot-pounds. Component changes of the engine will include a cylinder head with improved port-to-manifold alignment, an improved intake manifold, a plastic trough for fuel injector wires, a progressive throttle body with a 60mm bore, a new spark plug wire harness, a tubular steel exhaust manifold which scavenges exhaust gases more effectively, and the elimination of the EGR system. Both the 2.5-liter and 4-liter engines will use a new oil filter which uses inch standard mounting threads. The PRV 3-liter 6-cylinder engine used in Premier models has also been improved for 1991. Improvements to the engine include an enlarged intake air heater to improve drivability during warm-up, a new throttle body with an integral automatic idle system actuator, a new engine-mounted air cleaner using a tuning Venturi design and pad-type filter, a new direct distributorless ignition system which utilizes a triple coil unit, and 2 Hall effect sensors for fuel and ignition control by monitoring camshaft and crankshaft position. Changes to the cooling system on the PRV 3-liter engine include a new water pump, a new thermostat, a revised coolant distribution system, revised coolant flow to the heater, dual side-by-side cooling fans, a new coolant reservoir using a conventional radiator cap, and a coolant level sensor located in the reservoir. The MMC 1.5-liter engine in Summit models has been redesigned for 1991 and now utilizes a 12-valve design. The engine now has 2 intake valves and 1 exhaust valve per cylinder for improved performance and increased low-speed torque. The new configuration features redesigned valves and valve springs, pistons, camshaft and camshaft sprocket, cylinder head gasket, timing belt and timing belt cover, and crankshaft pulley. Other changes to the MMC 1.5 include a redesigned distributor with a built-in ignition coil. The distributor has also been relocated to the rear of the cylinder head for direct drive by the camshaft. And the plenum chamber and intake manifold have also been redesigned as an integral one-piece unit. The Eagle Talon will also have some engine refinements in 1991. The engine oil cooler has been changed from an air-cooled to a water-cooled type and is now located between the oil filter and the oil filter bracket. The injector interfuel passage shape has been changed to improve vapor-preventing characteristics in high atmospheric conditions. The camshaft has been changed for Talons equipped with manual transaxles to improve performance in high-speed conditions and also to improve performance under low-speed conditions on Talons with automatic transaxles. Also, for vehicles with automatic transmissions, the fuel pressure has been increased and a small torque converter has been adapted to get a quick torque converter pressure increase when accelerating from a stop. In the area of engine electronics, all Cherokee, Comanche, and Wrangler models will be equipped with a revised version of the Chrysler Motors S-Spec 2 single-board engine controller. For Jeep applications, the S-Spec will have the capability of controlling the sequential multi-point fuel injection on the 2.5 and 4-liter engines, providing a voltage sensing circuit which measures and regulates system voltage, operating the automatic speed control functions, reducing engine compartment wiring harness complexity, providing far more diagnostics than the previous system through the use of the DRB2 diagnostic tool. A modified version of the Chrysler S-Spec 2 will also be found on Premier models in 1991. For Premier applications, the S-Spec will have the capability of integrated speed control operation, automatic idle system control to compensate for AC load and greatly reducing idle speed changes, controlling of throttle opening and closing transients, eliminating roughness resulting from fuel injector shutoff during deceleration, control of the direct distributorless ignition system, fuel control calibration for improved fuel economy, providing a voltage sensing circuit which measures and regulates system voltage, and extensive onboard diagnostics which are compatible with the DRB2 diagnostic tool. To complement the engine changes, transmission and clutch improvements have also been made in 1991. Premier models equipped with automatic transaxles will add 2 new features in 1991. An oil cooler relocated to the radiator and a park interlock cable added to the transaxle shift linkage. On Cherokee, Comanche, and Wrangler models, equipped with a 2.5-liter engine, the AX5 manual transmission will have bearing improvements to handle the increased engine output. On Wrangler models with a 4-liter engine, the A999 3-speed automatic transmission will have a revised shift schedule related to the increased engine power. On Cherokee and Comanche models with a 4-liter engine, the AW4 4-speed automatic transmission will have a recalibrated shift schedule and will have an increased fourth gear ratio of 0.75 to 1. Also, the 4x4 transfer case used in the AW4 transmission and the 4-liter engine will have an input gear with 23 teeth to allow for present and future engine power output increases. Cherokee, Comanche, and Wrangler models with manual transmissions will be equipped with a redesigned hydraulic clutch system that uses a one-piece master cylinder and nylon reservoir. The redesigned clutch system will also provide more pedal reserve for better release characteristics and improved pedal feel. The 4-speed automatic transaxle used on Summit models has been improved for 1991. The transaxle now has 3 connectors to the control unit instead of the previous 2. The torque converter fluid coupling has been modified to improve acceleration from a stop. The shift feeling has been improved by a control unit shift time program. And the neutral to drive shift feel has been improved by changing the neutral drive control valve construction and operation. In fuel systems, the Premier will have a new fuel tank with a 16-gallon capacity and a new fuel pump module with a simpler, lightweight design for improved reliability. The new fuel pump module design also provides a supply pressure increase for improved hot drivability. Wrangler models will have a standard 15-gallon blow-molded plastic fuel tank in 1991 and will have the option of a 20-gallon plastic tank. In brake systems, the Premier will use a new brake system master cylinder with a larger reservoir for the front system and a fluid level sensor rather than a differential pressure warning switch. On Talon all-wheel drive vehicles, the master cylinder inner diameter and the wheel cylinder inner diameter has been increased to improve brake pedal feel and reduce brake pedal force. The ABS system for Talon has also been improved for 1991. On Summit models, the front disc brake caliper rigidity has been increased, and the front brake pads are now made from an asbestos-free material. And the rear drum brake shoe clearance auto-adjusting mechanism has been changed from a parking brake type to a service brake type operation. In the area of electrical systems, Eagle Premier, Jeep Cherokee, Comanche, and Wrangler have electrical system power distribution centers located in the engine compartment for the first time in 1991. The system eliminates the use of fusible links and provides improved circuit overload protection for main electrical feed circuits. In the area of instruments and gauges, the Cherokee and Comanche instrument cluster fuel gauge and its fuel tank sender are revised to improve full range gauge accuracy. The Cherokee and Comanche also have a new electric speedometer for 1991, which uses the signal from the distance sensor in the transmission for 2-wheel drive vehicles, or the transfer case for 4-wheel drive vehicles. The odometer is driven by a stepper motor. Cherokee, Comanche, and Wrangler models will share a common tachometer in the instrument cluster, and 2 instrument cluster indicator lamps will be added for check engine and maintenance required. In the heating and air conditioning areas, the Cherokee, Comanche, and Wrangler will have an air conditioning compressor with higher capacity, new hose material in the AC system to reduce refrigerant loss, and new AC hose connection seals to reduce the possibility of system leakage. Cherokee and Comanche models will also have an evaporator core with improved thermal efficiency and an electronic thermostatic control for the AC compressor. Wrangler models will also have new floor heat outlets located above the transmission tunnel for increased warm air distribution. In the body area, Summit and Talon will be equipped with a single-action lock override mechanism on the driver's side door only. The mechanism allows the driver's door to be opened with the inside handle even if the door lock is engaged. On Wrangler hardtop models, the rear window wiper motor has been relocated to the inside surface of the liftgate glass. And on Cherokee models, the rear wiper system includes a pulse wipe feature as well as continuous wiping. As a final note, you should be aware that headlight aiming on all vehicles is preset at the factory and requires no further adjustment before vehicle delivery or when headlights are replaced during normal service. Well, this concludes our advanced look at the 1991 Jeep Eagle product line, and I hope that this videotape has provided you with an insight into the vehicles and vehicle systems that you'll be servicing in the coming model year. But remember that this videotape was simply an overview of the product line and the technical features of the line. Additional information can be found in the 1991 New Model Highlights book provided with this tape. Of course, the information provided in the book and this tape was the most accurate data available at the time of printing and taping, and some information may change slightly by vehicle launch. Chrysler's Service and Parts Operations Service Training Group will be working diligently during the 1991 model year to keep you abreast of the latest changes in service and technology. Remember, your dedication to quality in the service department is critical to the success of your dealership. So let's help build customer loyalty and satisfaction through quality service and make 1991 a banner year for your dealership, your service department, and Chrysler Motors.